Hello, today I'll be reviewing the German Shepard Creator Polybag number 30578. As you can see, it's a very small set, and it's the usual sort of size of a polybag that you'd expect. It's got a very low piece count, but sometimes for a lot of these polybags I think you don't necessarily need a high piece count to get the detail that you want. As you can see with this one, it does look a lot like what it's supposed to be. The German Shepard in its shape and also its size, which can be seen when you compare it next to other Creator polybags. Here it is next to the Orca, which although is not technically a polybag, it is to the same sort of style and dimensions as a polybag. It actually came with the Lighthouse Point Creator 3-in-1 set, but I think that it looks great with this sort of thing, and it's obviously the same style, and it's got the same eye pieces that they always use on each of them. The colours work really well, and it's got the right colours for a German Shepherd. It's got the different colours of dark tan, nugget, black, and then it's got white for the eyes, and then even comes with an orange frisbee. The very bottom of the feet, which you can't really see in this image, but at the bottom of the build it has a light tan for the very bottom of the paws, which makes sense, because the way a fur is on a German Shepherd, it's not going to be very consistent. It's going to have different shades of the same colours. One of my favourite things about this set is the ears, because the ears are just so pointy and they work really well to use them in this way. They're not reflected, so the pieces used are in the same angle, and they used the same piece twice, pointing in different ways. But because they're used on these brown pieces underneath, they can be swiveled so that they point directly at different angles, as opposed to having them pointing all in one direction. It's a great little set, and I love dogs, so it's great for me. German Shepherds are not necessarily one of my favourites, but I even appreciate it as a set itself. They've done a pug polybag before, which I also haven't got at this. I haven't got that at this point, but I'd like to get that to go with this, and I'd like to compare them because that would be good to see the difference. But I think that to accuracy, this one's pretty accurate, and I think it might be more accurate than that one. It's a brand new set, and it does kind of show, because I feel like they've advanced as Lego as a company in how they've managed to improve their sets of polybags. This one is one of the best ones I've seen, and the articulation is also pretty good, because you can have the tail straight like this, or you can bend this end part in any way you want and put it right up like that, or you can just bend the individual elements, and you can put it all the way down, because from the back you can see that it slots in between two cheese wedge pieces in black, so it can go all the way down. The legs are also easy to adjust, so that you can pose it at different angles, such as having its feet in different positions as if it's walking. You can even move the whole leg joints so they go all the way up or all the way down, and you could put it in a pose so it looks like it's begging for the frisbee if you wanted, so that it's sitting. The frisbee is easy to take in and out of its mouth, because if you look inside its mouth, it has two pieces, studs inside the mouth, that can attach the frisbee onto the two studs side of the frisbee, because they've kept this tile free as a design. I think it was good they chose orange, because it really stands out on the dark browns and tans of the dog. And also it just feels very pedigree in the colour. I don't know why, but it does. So it works really well for what it is. I don't really think there's anything they could have changed about this set, really. I don't think there's a lot they could have done. Maybe they could have tiled the back of the tail where this part is, because like they've done with the end of the tail, but that's about all they could have really changed, in my opinion. They could have also made the feet look a little bit more pointy for the paws, but I don't think with the amount of pieces that there are and the pieces that are available, they could have made it much better, really. Also, the head can be tilted right back, like it's looking up and howling at the moon, or you can put it right forward and it looks like it's chasing the frisbee or a ball on the ground, or possibly even staring at a smaller dog like the pug, whichever you want to do. The back of the build has three studs showing. It has 2 single studs on a 1x2 plate, and then it has a single 1x2 jumper plate. I suppose you could put something on its back if you wanted to, like if you made a small enough build for a puppy dog or something, you could even put it sitting on its back for a comedic design if you wanted to. They could have covered these in if they wanted, but I feel like that this makes it quite a good height compared to the tail and the way that it reaches up to the neck, doing it like this. You could even put a lead round it if you wanted, or a leash as they say in America, if you wanted to give it even more playability. I feel like it's a fun little display piece and it goes well with other creator polybags. Yeah, I couldn't really say anything bad about it. I think that they've done well with what they could have. It doesn't feel like the pieces are wasted. There's a good amount of choice here. It doesn't need to be any more detailed than it is. As for the bag, you can see that the bag shows that there's 3 designs, as it's a Creator 3-in-1 polybag. One of them seems to be like some sort of crab, but my other favourite one is the snake. The snake looks pretty good, and I like how they've got the head and how the tail bends round with so much articulation. And they've even used that frisbee piece as a base to give it stability. I haven't built the other 2 designs yet, but they do look pretty cool compared to some of the other alternative designs that I've seen in other polybags. But I think that the main design of the German Shepherd is easily the best one. Anyway, that's just what I think about this set. Tell me what you think if you want in the comments. Feel free to like and subscribe this video, and be prepared for more videos to come.